All right, welcome Every Sport Today. We have a very special podcast today.
Yes, sir.
It is the Every Sport Today trifecta of myself, the Deadbolts. We have Mr. Barkwell, and we have visiting us on this episode is Jakey Drumstick, as it says on his profile.
Jakey Drumstick, because he's eating a drumstick, which is a dairy
He was eating a drumstick.
frozen dessert.
Listen,
Yes.
guys, I'm sorry I had to delay. If I didn't get Terry a sort of ice cream cone, this would have been my last podcast. So,
Wow.
Terry needed ice cream.
You know, I don't know if you could label that ice cream. I think it's
Drumstick?
technically like a
dairy
Yeah,
flavored
You
dessert.
didn't see that one guy like Bobby or Proves or something on Instagram?
Oh, yeah,
He,
I did see that.
I hate that. I really don't like that guy. But
Yeah.
he posted a video of like a drumstick on the sidewalk. And it just like stayed the same for a week.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, it's also, music, drumstick. It's kind of a twofer. So,
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Here's the thing.
I mean,
Let's start
good.
this podcast off, okay? Here's the thing about this episode of Every Sport Today. The only sport we're talking about is music, because we don't care about. We really don't care about the Super Bowl. All three of us here violently hate one of the two teams. So instead of talking about the Super Bowl, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl halftime shows. If you remember correctly, we did a Super Bowl halftime show draft last year. So if you want to
did.
listen to that draft, go listen to it. It's February of last year. Go back and listen to it. If you're ready for more music content, here's what we have for you today. Okay. I'm going to lay out what we got going on. It's another draft. We are drafting 5 different categories from all of the halftime shows, and you can take any part of any halftime show, and you're building your basically like best halftime show that you could possibly get with the halftime shows that have already been performed. Okay. So the categories are lead, so the lead performer, and then the set list, like the songs that they actually perform. The special guests, so obviously who else shows up. The stage, which I also kind of include as like the stadium atmosphere, so on and so forth. Like Justin Timberlake, for example, comes out of the crowd, right? In his first or in his second one, not the one with Janet Jackson. So like that's the stage. Then there's the visuals, which is just all of the visual effects that happen, including, the set, the stage, the actual like visuals that come from the stage. And then final category is an iconic moment, like just an absolutely iconic moment. Okay. We've gone through this. We've prepped a little bit. Jakey hasn't prepped at all, but he probably knows more about these halftime shows than all of us.
I mean, prepping for this, I guess it's worth it, but it's not really. You can just kind
Yeah,
of
it probably took me 15 minutes to prep.
you just got
I spent the whole day, bro, 8 hours.
He watched every
Cracking
single
up.
halftime show 3
Yeah.
times
Yeah.
in
I did.
reverse.
Yeah.
I actually did
Twice
watch a
speed.
good amount of them, like in review. Did you guys watch any in review? Like all the way through?
Dude, yeah, definitely my favorites are from the late 60s. They're pretty electric, man.
The
Like the
Disney.
Grambling State Marching Band was
The
there
Grambling
in
State Marching Band.
68.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good
Those
stuff,
are good
man.
ones. Yeah. Those are good ones.
Shout
I
out,
definitely
I
think
have,
we're
I have a
taking
coworker that went to Grambling State. Shout out
shout out
Grambling
Grambling
State.
State. Yeah. Shout
Well,
out Grambling
ask them
State.
the fun fact of did they know in 1968 that they were the halftime show was their band?
All right. So here's what so obviously, there are a bunch of halftime shows that people don't really care about. Obviously, we're talking about kind of main ones here. You're not going to take pretty old ones for the most part. So
No.
we kind of know what we're doing here. This isn't like you take one for one thing and then it can't be taken for another thing. Like if I took Lady Gaga for just like straight up lead, I can still take her for another thing later on. So you
Yeah.
can take multiple things from the same performance. That's basically what I'm getting at here. And you can take them in whatever order you want. Okay. So you don't have to start with the lead. You don't have to start with anything. You can pick an iconic moment first. Then with your next pick, you go to whatever. We'll do this snake style. We need to determine draft order. Here, I'm holding up a number behind my back. And if you guys don't get it, then I get first, or then we'll let whoever picks get the decision.
Just one hand.
Is it
Yeah, just one hand.
1 through 10?
1 through 5. I have one hand behind my back. Or no, 1 through 3.
1 through 3. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1
that
through
would
3
make
because
more
there's only
sense.
3 of us. Yeah. Barkwell. What do you
Two.
think? It's not 2.
One.
Jakey, it is 1. What pick would you like?
I'll take 2.
You'll take 2. All right.
I went with the safe bet.
Barkwell, 1 or 2?
I'll go 1.
Okay, it was 2. So I will take. Do I want to take the first pick? Do I want that pressure on me? Ugh. I'm gonna take first. I'm gonna take the first pick. So Cooper, you get 3. Okay.
I
We're
already
gonna
know
go
where
snake
this
style.
is going. We'll see.
Let's
You
do
already
it.
know
I have a
where this is
feeling.
going?
I have a feeling.
There's a couple different options, and I don't like being number 1, but and I won't bury the lead too much here. I think this is the best of this category by a good margin, so I feel like taking this at number 1 makes the most sense. Special guest, I'm taking Bruno and Beyonce. I think those two people being special guests, having them as a part of the performance for what I'm trying to build as the overall, set, overall performance, having 2 huge names like that, or coming out as special guests, I think that's very important. So that is my pick. Special guests, I'm taking Bruno and Beyonce. How do you guys feel? Jakey, did you think that's where I was going?
No, I thought you were going Prince. So
Princess
That's-
lead?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to disagree. I think they're both showstoppers.
Yeah.
I think
they
we need
both
to.
headlined before.
I think we should be able to pick the time because some of these people are dead, like Tom Petty, Prince.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? That's really it. But
A lot of the members of the Who from 2010.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
They're
so
dead.
I think we should be able to. I think take them at the time that
Yeah.
they are. So we're basically taking them at the time that the performance happened.
100%.
Like I said in the last one, I like Bruno more after the fact of the Super Bowl performance. I like
Yeah, I know
his
you do.
24 karat magic. So
Yeah.
they're still going to be top tier. I think if you had paired him with anybody else besides fucking Coldplay,
Yeah.
it would have been one of the greatest Super Bowl. They would have been like top 3 of
And
all
that's-
time.
And that's why I take them, right? Because it's like, all
Yeah.
right, now I can pair them with any other lead who's also performed, who's also headlined the Super Bowl. That just makes it even more powerful. So, Barkwell, did you think about those two?
I mean, I definitely think it's a good pick. I didn't want to take those two because the Super Bowl I watched them in, the Broncos won the Super Bowl that year.
True.
And I actually did not like the halftime show that year. So
Well, it wasn't great because it was Coldplay. Yeah, and I love Coldplay, but
I
Just
just
a
thought it was
terrible
such
choice.
a weird mix. Like, I
It
would have
was a weird
rather
mix,
just Coldplay than had Bruno and Beyonce come out with them.
yeah.
Even
It
at
was
the
a weird
time,
mix.
I was kind of like, I mean, I think we were watching it together, actually.
The Beyonce with all the girls on the field and stuff, that's pretty iconic, though. That's a good moment.
Formation.
So,
That
yeah.
was pretty cool.
It was awesome. So, all right, number 2 pick, Jakey Drumstick. Are you going with the one that you said
You
I
know
was going
what?
to pick?
Because if you got this, you would win. Because I gotta take Prince as the lead.
Yeah.
Because if you had Prince and Bruno Mars and Beyonce, that is just you can't beat it. So
It'd
I'm
be insane.
I'm preventing that from happening. I'm gonna take Prince as my lead.
It's a good pick. It was number 1 on my board for lead and set. Barkwell, did you have that?
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't have it at all?
No. Well, I mean,
Oh, wow.
later on the list, but not my pick, no.
Huh.
So I'm picking my lead or am I picking my special guest?
You
You're
can
picking
pick
anything, any of the
category.
5 categories. You could pick any of the 5
Okay.
categories. And you have back-to-back picks here because we're going snake style.
So I'm going to do my headliner, and it's actually from the 2001 Super Bowl at Raymond James Stadium. It's the Kings of Rock and Pop. Aerosmith, NSYNC, and Britney Spears were all headlining.
That is true. They did technically all headline. Yeah. So you get all 3.
So, yeah. So I'm taking like that one. I thought that was just like a pretty cool mix right there. And at the time, like NSYNC and Britney Spears were freaking huge. And
Yeah, that is true.
having Aerosmith mixed with them, Aerosmith's like probably the biggest band of the 80s. So that's definitely my pick. I think that was a good one.
Yeah.
And then, oh man, my next one.
Felt like a weird mix. I don't know. Jacob,
I'm
how do
gonna
you feel
go-
about that? Wait, let's talk about this a little bit because I like the fact that it's 3 huge names at that time. But I don't know. It felt like a weird mix to me. Like when I watch that one back, I'm like, I don't necessarily love the performance. Jakey?
Here's the issue: is that they literally had NSYNC sprint. Sorry,
Yeah, I was gonna say we're getting a lot of static from you. We lost Jakey. First the dog.
I put
now
my
the
phone on top of my audio box. That's just a rookie
that makes
mistake.
sense. Yeah.
Here's the thing about the combination. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I think the way they did it messed it up. The first thing they did is they had NSYNC sprint like 40 fucking yards and then come out and JC Chazez is like trying to sing like actual songs and he sounds so out of breath it's unbelievable, and then they're actually like doing the dance moves. I think I like the way Cooper's taking it.
Yeah.
If he can round out the rest of the categories, I don't think this is a bad choice. I think it's an underrated set of people. I don't think many people are like remember this, but I think it could work out for him if he gets the right tools around him.
Yeah, it's very good.
They also rushed the Mary J. Blige and Nelly thing.
They did.
You can't fit like 5 megastars into, like
No.
a 15-minute performance. It was kind
Agreed.
of insane.
Yeah, agreed. And personally, I like the pick because now I get my pick of the litter when it comes to the leads, so I can actually save that till the end. So I actually don't mind that because you guys can't take another one. All right, your next pick, Barkwell.
Iconic moment. It's going to be definitely at the Rose Bowl, 1993, Michael Jackson, where like the crowd is just like screaming, and he's just like standing there, and he's really not really doing anything, and they're just screaming for him. And that was really the first time that was a Super Bowl halftime performance, because before that, it was like marching bands. The year before was a Winter Magic event where they had like ice skaters in the middle of it from the Winter Olympics.
That'd be
like
sick.
it wasn't a big deal. So I just felt like it was such an iconic moment, and like everyone remembers it, even if you weren't alive. Like all three of us weren't alive. So
yeah, 100%. It wasn't at the top of my list for iconic moments, but as soon as you said it, I was like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like you can just picture it, right? It's awesome. Jakey,
he like rises up, and everyone's
yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know how it applies to the leads. I don't know how we work that together. Maybe Britney Spears comes out first. She's at the height of her popularity at the time.
And it's just that moment with Britney Spears.
Yeah, she gets a really good ovation just being hot. I don't know.
Now, here's what you do. You hologram Michael Jackson in to start. Instead of the NSYNC running 40 yards, it's just the hologram.
It's just Michael Jackson just shows up.
Yeah.
Doesn't sing any songs. He's just standing there, and then he goes back below the stage and never appears again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be sick. Barkle, do you have
Mine
something?
would be probably like middle of the performance. He like rises up like he did, and it kind of just overtakes everyone there, because like you have three big artists there, but then Michael will kind of take them all out.
Yeah.
Like immediately when he came out, everyone would be like, "Oh my god!"
That'd be cool too. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be awesome. All
and then like Justin and like JC are trying to dance just like Michael. They're like trying really hard. I would love to see it.
While Michael Jackson's just standing there and no one's paying attention because Michael Jackson's just yeah.
And then Steven Tyler's like screeching in the back. This like hair going everywhere.
Oh, that'd be awesome. All right, Jakey, you're next. Your second overall pick, second round pick.
I'm gonna stick with iconic moments, and I'm gonna take Janet Jackson flash.
Damn it! Damn it! Fuck! Oh, I hate you. Yeah,
I don't know how to bring this into the Prince performance. Maybe Janet Jackson comes up and sings "It's All for You" for like 30 seconds, and then
you could do
that. Prince rips her tit off. I don't know. You guys figure it out somehow.
Bless you,
Barkwell.
Oh, you don't
Dude,
get
all right, shut up now. Three gets to shut up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know how you work that in, but I was gonna pick Janet Jackson's Dip Slip too. So
it's like top three of the iconic. I had to. It's between that, Michael Jackson, and the Left Shark. I feel like so.
My two on my list
like
is my two on my list is Nip Slip and Left Shark. So
yeah.
I feel like Prince could save the day in that like scenario. Like the nip slip happens, right? And the rest of the country's like, oh, and then Prince just starts playing like Purple Rain.
Shredding the guitar,
Purple Rain. And then like
True.
the whole crowd's, get into it and they forget about Janet's nipple.
Yeah.
Except
That
that
should be
one
sick.
like 12-year-old boy who's like,
First
Oh, man.
nipple he's ever seen.
whoa,
All
thanks,
right.
Justin.
I'll wrap us up on the second round here. So the good thing for me is now I can save iconic moment. I'm taking left shark. And I can save lead because you guys have both filled those categories. So I could take stage and visuals here. It's just about which ones that I like the most. So visuals, I'm going to take Gaga. I think first off, Gaga on top of the like stadium and flying down is arguably one of the coolest Super Bowl moments. Like,
Yeah.
that's just awesome. So give me just all of the visuals with her performance. Her like, I want to pick a different stage, but like her stage is awesome. The way that they presented everything, just really cool. So I'll take the Gaga visuals. I think that's also just one of the best halftime performances of all time, mainly because of the visuals. So any thoughts on that pick from either of you?
It's pretty solid.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, Gaga's pretty versatile. She has tons of songs, and I felt like the performance is pretty good. So
Yeah.
I liked it.
Her fits and her costume changes were insane too.
Yeah.
So just, the visual presentation.
It was a fully encapsulated show. It was very well thought out.
Yeah.
I like the background dancers. I'm assuming that's part of the visuals. The crowd
part of the
in that
visuals,
one.
yeah.
And the piano and how she like floats up into the air and whatever.
Exactly.
And then jumping down. I don't know if she actually jumped off of the thing or what happened. I
looked like.
think
It was
it was
sick.
like a weird jump cut. She also looked incredibly unathletic while she was in the air.
That is true.
Like,
Yes.
I mean, this is the same woman who like dressed up as a slab of meat to the Grammys, and then she also showed up in an egg one year. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
she's
she
awesome.
jumped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she definitely like flew down. It's just a matter of like where she actually like came from, right? Because she has like the harness on and everything, the Rocky upside down harness situation. She has put that on.
thank God that didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. For my second pick, so I got to go stage here. I think stage was probably the hardest category. Did you guys think so?
Yeah.
I liked my pick.
I have a couple. I don't know if this is the best stage, but I really like it, and I think it works for the type of show that I'm trying to put on. I'm going Rihanna's from last year.
Yeah.
I like the floating platforms. I think it's cool. I like the understage where you have all the dancers and stuff like that. So like you get, you almost get the visuals of Lady Gaga coming down from the stadium onto one of the platforms. I think that'd be sick. Well, I guess Gaga's not my lead, but like you get the idea. You get the lead coming down.
So Bruno and Beyonce.
So Bruno and Beyonce are just on their own
Come
different
out.
like platforms,
Could you do like a paratrooper thing where they like skydive and land on it?
Yeah, you
You'd
can
have
totally
to.
do that.
That'd be the
They can figure it
largest
out.
insurance of all time. But I think you could figure it out.
Yeah, they can figure it out.
I wonder
And
how
just-
much they. I wonder how much they insured Lady Gaga for on that. That had to
That's
have
a
been
good
like
question.
a $3 million insurance policy at least.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I didn't even
Maybe
think
more
about
than
that.
that.
Maybe more. Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, you get, just iconic people up on the stage with visuals like the Gaga performance. I think the show is starting to round out. Like that's where my focus was, is making sure the show rounds out properly. I had a couple other stages in mind, but I think, I don't know, that one seems the most solid to me.
Did Bruno have the hooligans?
I think so. Or
Did he?
Or did he have the hooligans when he performed with
He had
Red
the
Hot Chili
hooligans when he
Peppers?
performed for sure. I'm not sure if he had the hooligans.
I don't remember. I'd have to look.
I think
That
he only
was-
hooled once. He
only
wasn't a
hooled once.
hooligan.
Yeah, you can't hool again. I see what you did there. Good job. All right. Who are we on now? Jakey.
All
Yeah,
right.
Big
Jake.
run, Jake.
Third round pick.
So what do we got? I need
You have
Guests?
Prince with the
stage and visuals.
nip slip.
Man, I'm off to a hot start.
That is a pretty
Yeah.
good start.
Pretty hot, man.
Pretty
hot,
very hot.
literally.
Pretty hot.
All right.
Yeah. the
Choose
Prince
somewhere
part.
hot now.
I'm gonna go with the Franklin Central High School drum. I'm just
Yeah.
Good guess, man. Good special guess.
if I take Destiny's Child, does that include Beyonce or is
Yeah.
it just Michelle and Kelly Rowland.
I would say it's only Michelle and Kelly because Beyonce is the headliner in that.
Okay,
So like,
that's fair.
yeah, that's how I feel.
But
If
you could have
feel
like
different,
Destiny
Sparkle,
Child.
I got it.
Go
Lenny
ahead.
Kravitz as my guest.
I like that.
Lenny Kravitz and Prince with a little "All for You" with Janet Jackson.
I like that actually. Yeah, that's really good.
Or
Like both
Lenny
play
Kravitz.
like the guitar.
We see Lenny Kravitz left nut. That's what I'm going with.
Just the left one.
to make it hotter.
Yeah, just the left one. That's way hotter than Janet Jackson.
It's a good pick. I watched that.
I think it's
I watched
pretty
that halftime show because that's a really good one. And Lenny Kravitz coming out is pretty sick. Lenny Kravitz is cool. He's just a cool guy.
Yeah.
He's just a cool guy. He's got that cool guy feel to him. You feel me, Jim? Barkwell, your thoughts?
Here we go, Jim.
Do you like that performance? Prince and Lenny Kravitz
I thought it was pretty good.
with
I thought
Janet
Jake Prince was
Jackson's
pretty
nipple. It's just funny that like we say this incredible performance and then it's like, oh, and Janet Jackson gets a nip slip. Yeah, also. That's a good iconic
Maybe it's
moment.
just on the screen. Maybe it's just projected on the screen or like some type of hologram.
It's a really good
nipple.
iconic performance. Yeah. All right, Barkle, your third round pick. You have what do you have left? Special guest, stage, and visuals as well.
This is like the greatest third round pick of all time, and it just fits my performance so well. It is from Lucas Oil Stadium, 2012. Special guest, LMFAO, Cirque du Soleil, Nicki Minaj, MIA, and CeeLo Green, and the Andy Lewis Avon High School Band, all performing with Michael Jackson, NSYNC, Britney Spears,
So your performance
and
is
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith, Britney Spears, NSYNC.
This is like an ESPN halftime show.
And Michael Jackson.
Just 8 people
coming out in
sitting
the
around the
middle.
desk saying, "Yeah,
And
the
then
Lakers look great."
LMFAO, Cirque du Soleil's like doing flips in the air while they're doing party rock in the house tonight, you know. And then CeeLo Green's like, "You make me crazy,"
Oh my
doing a
god.
little Gnarls Barkley.
It was actually
know.
an incredible performance.
And then Paper Planes by like MIA. And then Nicki Minaj is like just shaking her ass in the middle.
This is incredible.
It's pretty
You
good.
have like
Bro, I get
50
it.
different,
Nicki
like,
Minaj
singers.
is like twerking. She's twerking on Michael Jackson's hologram. To Party Rock Anthem.
I'm pretty sure this halftime performance is like against the fire code or something. There's too many fucking people in this.
is there a
If
maximum?
there's a fire, everyone's in the stadium is dying. There's too many people for the fire
man.
code.
Is there a maximum occupancy for a Super Bowl halftime stage?
Bro, I don't know.
Can we
I don't
count
think so.
that? How many people would that be? How many people are in Aerosmith? 4?
At least 4, yeah.
Four-
NSYNC's got
four.
4 or
Air,
5.
NSYNC has 5.
So that
Britney
we're
Spears,
LMFAO
so
is
that's
2 guys.
10. LMFAO is 2 guys.
Cirque du Soleil is
Cirque du Soleil is
That's like 100-person crew.
there's like an elephants and shit.
Yeah. They're all going to be there.
oh my god! Honestly,
Everyone.
it's incredible. I
Yeah.
need to hear the stage and the visuals to wrap this up to complete the show in my mind. But you've got a million people performing, so I'm excited to hear the rest.
Bro, the
Your
stage
next
has got to be
pick.
big enough for them.
Yeah, your next pick. What do you have?
My next stage, so my stage is actually going to be the stage that Prince performed on. It was like purple outlining. It was kind of the shape of like
Yeah.
his guitar. That's
Yeah,
how I'm going to have the
It's his
stage.
symbol.
It's his symbol,
You know
yeah.
the story behind that, Cooper? In the 90s,
I don't,
Prince
actually.
Prince changed his name to the artist formerly known as Prince, and instead of being called Prince, his name was just a symbol, and that was the symbol.
Yeah, I was sick. Prince is the goat.
Wow.
So you've
So he
got
was kinda like the
LMFAO
first-
doing Party Rock Anthem.
He was like the first P. Diddy. He had like multiple names.
I don't know
Puff
about that.
Daddy. You know? Bro, yeah. And that stage is perfect because the lights are going to like really shine and they'll show everybody.
It's true.
And
the
there's a
purple?
lot going on. So you're going to need to
There's
see
a
everything.
lot going on. Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Dude, it fits everybody. Everybody watching the Super Bowl is going to enjoy the performance somehow.
You only have visuals left, and we're gonna have to come around to your last pick. But I really hope it's what I think it is, because if it is, it just encapsulates the entire show perfectly. So I'm excited to see how you wrap this up. I really am.
Yeah.
Jakey, take me down this, normal performance of Prince and Lenny Kravitz. What else are you going with?
I'm starting to feel like I took this a little too seriously. I should have
Oh,
put more jokes in here.
I felt like I took it pretty seriously. I like my show a lot.
Okay. I'm scrolling through here. I'm having a
Yep.
hard time figuring out what stage I want.
Stage
Man.
is hard unless you actually
Yeah,
look
and
at the
I was just gonna
performances.
default to the Prince stage, but I guess it's fucking taken.
You got sniped.
I got sniped, man.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
there's still a couple different stages.
I don't even remember what stage the Black Eyed Peas performed on.
I'll go visuals and then you can look up stage.
Well, I'm scrolling through them.
Scrolling through for visuals too.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a obvious second option for visuals behind Gaga. I think Gaga has the best visuals, but I think there's an obvious number 2.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go Katy Perry on the visuals.
Yeah.
That's why
The
I
fucking
don't-
giant lion. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lenny Kravitz on the giant lion singing "American Woman." You just
Yes.
couldn't do any better than that.
Yeah.
Or Prince shredding guitar with the left shark playing the bass or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Exactly.
The
That's-
beach balls
and the beach balls. Yes.
jumping around.
Yes. That's where my mind went. I think the best 2 visual performances are Gaga and Katy Perry. Katy Perry for obviously like the big stuff, but like Gaga just for everything that was encapsulated with it. So those 2 are my like clear number 2 for visuals. I actually don't know. Well, I do have another one for Barkle's visuals that he could go down that I have written down. So I hope you're taking it there. My turn. So I have the last 2 picks here. I have the lead and then I have iconic moment. So iconic moment, even though you have the Katy Perry visuals, I am taking Left Shark. Okay. I understand that you took the visuals, but I can take Left Shark because
All
what
right.
I'm going to do is I'm going to put my lead in the middle. I'm going to put Left Shark right to the left. And then I'm going to put Beyonce outside. And then I'm going to, on the other side, I'm just going to take the Left Shark and put him on the right side again, too, on the other platform. There's just
You're
2 Left
losing me, dude.
And then Bruno's on the other platform.
Left Shark has his own platform.
Yeah, so the Rihanna platforms, right? So there's like the 5 platforms.
Oh,
So
I
like,
should have taken the fucking little snowmen for the visuals.
oh,
that'd
yeah,
be
that's
cool.
true. Yeah, that would have been
Okay,
cool.
keep going. Sorry.
So you get like the lead in the front, Left Shark to the left of it, Beyonce on the far left platform, and then you duplicate Left Shark and you put him on the other platform to the right, even though he's still Left Shark, and then Bruno on the other side on the far end. And that's how like the 5 stages work. So it's
Yeah.
lead, 2 Left Sharks, Beyonce and Bruno Mars on floating platforms in the sky after all paracording down from the ceiling of the stadium.
All right, and who's in the middle?
In the middle, I had a hard time with lead outside of Prince, and so I was like, in my mind, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna take a value pick because I like the person and I actually like the set that they did, even though it wasn't like the best performance. I'm taking Usher. So I liked Usher's like set, like I liked the songs that he performed. I didn't love like the actual performance itself, and it like didn't like sound the best when it came across like during the show. But I like Usher and I like the songs that he performed, so I'm taking Usher as my lead. So Usher's in the middle, 2 Left Sharks, Beyonce and Bruno Mars, with all of them paracording down from the ceiling, with the whatever platform underneath and dancers from Lady Gaga's performance. That's what I have. That's my show. Usher's my
Okay.
lead.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. I would have taken Prince, but I was like, and I would have taken some other guys probably. Like, personally, I love U2. U2 is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
So, like, I might have taken U2, but at the same time, I don't think it fits with my performance. You know? I think Usher works perfectly.
I wanted to take the 9/11 thing
Yeah.
for U2 as an iconic moment, but I didn't want mine to go in a sad direction. So
Yeah. That's kind of where my mind went to. So,
yeah.
All right,
I like,
Jakey.
I like
wrap-
the Usher pick. I could watch Usher. Fuck, I can't say that. I could watch Usher
Yeah.
on roller skates for like an hour and a half and just be entertained the whole time. That was a pretty good part of the show. I
Yeah.
like that.
But on this, he's on roller skates on this little platform, just going back and
He's
forth.
just jumping. He jumps from one platform to the other.
Yeah,
like
on
he's
roller
fucking
skates.
Mario.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the
He
stage
hits
does
his
look
head
like
on
a
the
Super
top
Smash
one, and a
Bros.
little coin comes out.
I mean, the stage does look like a Super Smash Bros. Stage. So, yeah, it works perfectly. All right, Jakey, your final pick. You have stage, right?
I do have stage.
Stage.
Mine was usurped.
Yeah.
Oh, frickin' A.
I still have a couple written down.
Hold on, I'm gonna look one up
Do you want
because I
Cooper to
can't
just
remember
go?
what it looked like, but I thought it was cool. The issue with some of these performances is when they do them during the day. I fucking hate the day performances because you
Yeah,
need
that's
the
fair.
lights. The lights don't come across when it's.
Well, like the one in San Francisco sucked because West Coast, of course.
Yeah.
It's like by the time it's halftime, it's not even dark yet. I feel like if it's going to be on the West Coast like that, they should move the game later.
Yeah. I agree. But they'll
Yeah.
never do that.
I think I'm gonna do the Coldplay stage. I thought
Dude.
they had really cool visuals on the stage, and I could see that it could vibe with the Katy Perry visuals. I think it's very colorful.
100%.
I think we could lean towards more of a purple theme. I don't know if Lenny Kravitz has any signature colors.
Yeah, he works with the purple vibe.
Yeah,
It works with any color. You know,
yeah,
it's kind of.
he's. I feel like a red when I hear American Woman. I think of like a reddish
Yeah, you could do
orange.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, I think if we kind of tint the color a certain way, we have the same visuals. We have a bunch of, since he took the stage, I have the Prince symbol or whatever on the
Yeah.
stage, like in different variations and like
Yeah.
getting twisted around.
Yeah. It's a great pick. I had the Coldplay stage as my number one stage actually, but then when I was like building the show in my brain, I was like, well, the Rihanna stage works better. But I actually really like the Coldplay stage. So very good pick. Very good pick. Very good value fifth round. I like that. All right, Barkwell, wrap us up the visuals. Don't let me down. Come on. I know you're not going to pick this, but
So I did the 2020 Super Bowl in Miami Gardens. It was Shakira and Jennifer Lopez and J Balvin. It was like a real
Yeah.
like Latin America like visual and like a lot of Spanish dancers. Real
Got
spicy.
so
man.
many people.
And
Yeah, you're
I
just
had to
adding
make
More
it.
people.
I had to make it more chaotic because it's just so chaotic at this point. So I want one of these
there's
performances you just never forget.
There's 2 marching bands, a children's choir,
Cirque du
CeeLo
Soleil.
Green. We gotta keep an eye on CeeLo Green's hands during this performance.
Also true, yes.
And then watch
They're gonna be
everyone's
all over the
drinks, too.
place.
I like the visuals of the Shakira pick. We definitely needed to have that one in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I thought about doing that one for stage and visuals. Like that was kind of like the two that I was interested in. I don't know if either of you guys consider them for lead. I slightly consider them for lead just because they're two pretty big names for lead, but I didn't like their set as much. I think I talked about this last year's podcast, but it's a very visually
Bro.
pleasing performance.
I'm watching it right now. To be honest with you, Shakira is shaking her ass.
It's very
With
sexual.
snake
Fortunately,
wrapped
we
around her
only
wrist.
we only have a mid chest view up of Cooper right now.
This is a great performance, but
He's gonna watch it later after the podcast too.
He's gonna watch
I got
it
3
later
minutes in.
for 3 minutes in.
He lasted
Enough
3
time.
minutes.
I pulled it up just to see like the colors, and then I ended up watching a lot more.
More sexual halftime show. Theirs or Dolly Parton? It's a good question. All right.
Mine's gonna be rated R.
You're rated R. Well, I mean,
Halftime
you
show.
already had Nicki Minaj twerking, so now we just have even more people twerking on stage.
LMFAO's performance sexy and no way.
Sexy, and just with 1,000 girls and Cirque du Soleil performers twerking on stage.
And then you have like Latin American dancers just shaking it everywhere.
I love
It's
it.
great.
Okay, should we encapsulate our performances or should we talk about honorable mentions first?
I think we should do honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a bunch, so I'm going to let you guys go. First ones that come to your mind, honorable mentions that got left off, whatever category comes to your mind. Barkle, do you have any honorable mentions?
I mean, definitely there's so many I want to think of right now, but a headliner, I'm going to shout out my guy, Paul McCartney. I felt like he actually did a really good job. It was in the 2000s, 2005 in Jacksonville. He basically did just tons of his songs, Beatles songs, and it was a pretty good performance.
Super underrated
legend.
one.
Super
I think
underrated.
that's a super underrated one.
100%.
Good pull.
Any other audible mentions for any other categories?
I'm going to say, so this one I almost wanted to pick as far as like my special guest one. It was all the way back from 2011. Usher was there with Slash and the Dallas-Fort Worth area high school drill teams.
Yeah. We know about the drill teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. They mean a lot. Jacob didn't know about the drill teams.
I could add them to my performance.
Yeah, you could have drill team. You could have all of the drill teams from the Dallas area to go along
Every one
with
of
every other person.
A lot of whistles going.
That would have been funny. Jakey, honorable mentions that come to your mind?
Guest, I think Big Boy coming out in the Cadillac or the Chrysler, whatever
I like that.
the fuck they're playing. I Like the Way You Move was just awesome. Awesome moment. And Big Boy's just, you can't miss with Big Boy. He's just always going to deliver.
True.
In terms of other guests, they didn't really have a lot of guests for a while. I like Sting. Sting did a really solid job as his when he came out. He was just him and Gwen Stefani were singing their ass off. Message in the Bottle.
Yeah.
Stage.
I didn't really have too many other stage ones.
Yeah, there's not too many other notable stages. I thought Madonna, when they had kind of like the bleacher thing with the choir and then they got lifted up, that was pretty cool.
One stage that I did like was Beyonce's when it was just Beyonce, because at one point they had the like
the
thing like
repeating
fold
Beyonce's.
up. Yeah, where it like
that was
repeated
sick
and then it
too.
like folded down and then it was on the floor too. I thought that was really cool, but I didn't like the silhouette of it being like two people like almost kissing. Like I didn't like that, so that's why I stayed away from that one.
Yeah.
But the visuals the stage of that was sick.
Any other visuals?
Do you want me to give you the visual that I wanted Cooper to pick?
What was that?
Yeah. Which one were you thinking of?
The Weeknd.
Oh,
All the people with
I
the
felt
like
it was
gas
too,
masks.
I felt like it was too like almost like weird, like dark for mine. So I was like, I wanted to pick the Katy Perry one because I wanted like just chaos with the sharks dancing around. But you guys picked that quick.
My thing with the Weeknd one that like makes it, the reason why I was like, this works great for yours is because it's just chaos. And then you get the scene of the Weeknd in the House of Mirrors and he doesn't know where he's going.
No, it's who's like the fifth member of NSYNC.
Yeah, exactly.
They just put him in there and don't tell him how to get out.
Exactly.
And we just cut to him occasionally. He's like trying to get out. He's like, I'm supposed to
in
be
the
performing.
mirrors. And then Justin Timberlake like turns in one mirror. He turns in from like 1999 Justin Timberlake to like 2011 Justin Timberlake, and they both come out of the mirror like facing each other. And they sing the song.
Yeah,
and the Weeknd's just there. I don't know, man. Pretty good.
That was the visuals that I was like, if you just add that chaoticness to your performance, this is just even better.
That's a great stage. The stage and visuals on that were so good, but it's too COVID-y because they had the social distancing with the dancers.
Yeah,
that was the thing about the stage, right? Is because the stage wasn't like on the field. It was like they took out like that section of the stadium and just made that the stage, which like, yeah, you could do that with COVID. So that makes it unique. And so I liked that as a stage, but I didn't like that for like a halftime show performance with everything else going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of the fallback there.
But the visuals in that were pretty cool. So
yeah.
I did want to shout out Shakira and Jennifer Lopez as the lead too.
Yeah.
I think they did a phenomenal job.
I agree.
Phenomenal job.
That's like I said, that was one that I was like on top of my head. I don't love the set list as much, but yeah, that was a great one. Any other ones? Should I go through my list?
Yeah.
Okay. My list, I think we covered most of the leads. We covered the Weeknd one that I was talking about. Special guests. The second one that I had on my list was Snoop, Eminem, Mary J, 50, and Kendrick. Because I was like, really I get all those guys. I'm like, yeah, sure. Give me that. Because technically Dr. Dre is a headliner, so you get...
What was your iconic moment? Left Shark?
Left Shark.
You should have taken
Yeah.
50 coming
So-
off of one of the things.
I have a couple. I have quite a few honorable mentions for iconic moment. That being one of them. 50 hanging upside down is incredible, and having him on the Rihanna stage would have been awesome. That would have been sick. But having left Shark just on the low platforms, I think is way funnier. And Left Shark is hilarious.
He just falls off. He's like falls 20 feet.
One of the ones that I thought of too was
He broke his fin.
he broke his
Mike.
iconic moments. I think there's a good amount of them actually. Like iconic moment being the Weekend in the mirror maze or the whatever you want to say. Like that's an iconic moment because that's an incredible meme. I think that's definitely an iconic moment. The U2 moment, like you talked about, Jacob. I also had Purple Rain in the rain.
Yeah.
Like I thought about that 1-1. I was like, that's such a special performance. Having Purple Rain in the rain like that, like that's such a special performance that it's one of the most iconic moments of all time.
I literally get I have chills right now
Yes.
just from you mentioning it. Like
Exactly.
the thought of
Yeah.
it is it's awe-inspiring.
Exactly, 100%.
But you know, Janet Jackson's nipple. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, you Janet Jackson's nipple, Left
I
that's
Shark.
literally
never forgot it.
that's the number one moment of
Yeah,
like
it is.
unforgettable.
It is. Stage, I also had the Dr. Dre one with all of them. Like it was cool, unique. You know,
Yeah.
It wasn't like special. It wasn't incredible. Also, it was an earlier one, so you had it sun out. So it wasn't one that I was ever going to take. But there's
What's
a
the
bunch of
lyric
different.
when he's like, I'm gonna have this record by the end of this song. Then he
Yeah.
rips off the.
Yeah, incredible. I don't think I had any other shout outs. I thought about iconic moment for just like Gaga coming down from the stage, or just like the giant lion from Katy Perry's.
What about when
thing.
she said, "Hi, mom and dad"?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. I also think like I also thought about this a lot for iconic moment and special guest Missy Elliott, because like that was such a shock. Thinking back on it, no one was expecting it
yeah.
fucking to be Missy Elliott, and then Missy Elliott comes out, and
With
you're like,
Katy
wow, this
Perry?
is sick. Like Missy Elliott killed that shit. So I was like, I got to figure out a way to get her involved in this, but couldn't pull the trigger on anything. Any other ones? For Maine, I thought about Bruno and Red Hot Chili Peppers for a second, mainly because I love Red Hot Chili Peppers. And then
wanted
I
to
could
bring
get
them up as
Bruno
special
as a
guests.
yeah. Well, I don't even know if they were technically special guests. Were they? I think
Yeah,
both
they
of
were.
them were.
They were guests.
Oh, they were guests. So it was Bruno's headline.
Yeah.
I never watched the performance until yesterday
Yeah.
because that was the Super Bowl. The Broncos were down 22-0 at
Oh, yeah,
halftime.
that's true.
And
that.
I mean, after during the performance, I just took my dogs on a walk, and then I actually had a Super Bowl party going on, so I walked back in after the performance went on, and it was like, "Hey, Coop, the Red Hot Chili Peppers perform." I'm like, I don't care.
You
I
didn't
was
watch
so
that,
pissed, right?
You didn't watch that with us at Shannon Covey's, did you? You had people over to your
No.
place, right?
Yeah, I it was 2013. I was a sophomore. I had
Yeah.
a bunch of guys from the football team come over. We had Broncos balloons. There was a Bronco
Yeah.
cake, pizzas, dude. Freaking, I was never watched the performance because of it.
Yeah. And then we had a party right down the street from where you guys were. And I think we tried to come over at halftime, and I think you were gone because you were taking your dogs out.
Oh, I went on a long walk, dude.
Yeah.
And then I come back, and as soon as I walk in the house, I hear everyone screaming, and I see it just broke my heart. I love Percy Harvin. He's
Yeah.
a Gator. I'm wearing a Gator thing. I see him just carving up our defense on the kickoff return right when the game starts again. And then now we're down 29-0, and then I walk out the house again.
True. Yeah.
I didn't watch the rest of the game.
Yeah, I agree. I had one dishonorable mention. P. Diddy.
Yeah. In hindsight, yes.
Especially in the performance where Janet Jackson has a nip slip. I think that's a fair dishonorable mention. So that was just one that I had off the top of my
Probably
head.
was maybe behind it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Do we
Maybe.
want to encapsulate our drafts into one performance? I'll go first. So
Yeah.
here's my performance. Usher, main performer. Baby tonight, DJ got us falling in love. See that shit, right? Okay. On the stage of Rihanna with the floating platforms. Okay. with them, you have Iconic Moment, you have Left Shark on one of the platforms by itself. Special guests, you have Bruno and Beyonce, each on their own hanging platforms as well, with the visuals of not Katy Perry, with the visuals of Lady Gaga. They all come down from the rafters with their harnesses on, land on the platform perfectly, perform their entire set. Yeah. Boom. There's the performance. That's what I got. Jakey, encapsulate your performance for us.
All right.
That was a good one.
It starts off the same way. And for me, Prince is the best halftime show of all time.
It's true.
When it starts off, it's just the perfect, okay, let's go. And then Let's Go Crazy starts going, which like Super Bowl halftime show, everyone's supposed to go crazy.
Yeah.
Start playing the song. And then we go into It Ain't Over Till It's Over by Lenny Kravitz. Just a super soulful, like funky version of it.
Dude, with that intro too, right after Let's Go Crazy. Ooh.
And then Lenny Kravitz comes in on a fucking lion, and then they're playing on the checkers stage, whatever. I don't know what. They got the checkers on the Coldplay stage, I guess.
Yeah.
The visuals kind of.
The Coldplay one's like a big giant
there.
like flower. It's kind of their logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then who else do I have? What else do I have? I'm missing something. Oh, Janet Jackson. They transition into It's All For You, but it's a cover because Prince did like 6 different covers.
Yeah.
And then I think it's either Lenny reveals his left nut by accident or like the tiger has a pair of tits and or the lion has a pair of tits and you just rip off you see the lion's nipple. I don't know. Just something's got to get ripped off and reveal something about somebody that you weren't expecting to see.
Yeah.
That's maybe gets blurred out by NBC.
I like that.
So that's what I'm really trying to get across here. And then Purple Rain. And I guess I can't have Purple Rain in the rain. Does it matter?
No,
I don't know.
you get Purple Rain. Yeah. Like,
but is
yes,
it in
it's
the
an iconic
rain?
moment, but yes, it's like a part of the performance. I don't know if it's
Okay.
in the rain or not, but sure. We'll say it is.
Where do they perform at? Levi's Stadium?
Yeah, I don't know.
It rains in.
It rains
It rains in
was
California.
that was in Miami, the one with the Colts against the Bears where Prince performed.
Yeah. I'm talking about Coldplay's stage.
Yeah, that was
which would be in Levi's Stadium.
Yeah, that was
Santa
Levi's
Clara.
Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, it rains in Northern California.
It rains
you can
in
have
Northern
it, sure.
California.
You can
So,
take it.
Yeah.
All right, Barkwell. Give us your. This is the greatest draft ever.
Aerosmith, NSYNC, and Britney Spears. All right.
Yep.
And they're performing with special guests LMFAO, Cirque du Soleil, Nicki Minaj, and MIA, who made Paper Planes, if people don't remember. All right. It was like the coolest song from like 2010
Yep.
ever. Okay. Stage is the Prince symbol that I didn't even know what it was. Okay. But it's purple and it's got lights. All right. I thought it was a guitar. Anyway.
You thought it was an ampersand.
Yeah. So I had no clue what it was. Absolutely no clue. Visual. Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, Latin America dancers, shaking it everywhere. Lots of colors.
What about those
And
little floater things where they're in the little ball? You know what I'm talking about? That one?
And then
MIA
Michael
is in a little
Jackson.
ball. She's spinning around, giving the double bird to people. another iconic moment we forgot to mention is her flipping off the camera.
Yeah, I don't know why she's always doing that.
Yeah,
She's Michael Jackson.
She's
comes
like
out
the least
ground.
cool person to have like a song that was considered cool. I watched a acapella version of her singing that. She's just some like half British, half Indian woman. Like
She's really bad. I don't know how she got famous. But that
she
song
dated.
still lives in my head.
Who did she date? She dated somebody super famous.
I don't
I
even
can't
think
think
of.
of.
right here, I'm gonna make it all day.
I'm looking it up right now. Oh, Diplo
Oh yeah.
from 2003 to 2008.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I like Diplo.
That was before Diplo was like a big guy. He was
Yeah, that was before Diplo
local
got
DJ.
big. Yeah.
And then Benjamin Bronfman, son of Sherry Brewer Bronfman and Edgar Bronfman, former chief executive officer of Warner Music Group.
Oh, okay.
So
So
just
she got
a
him with the rich,
pure
family.
nepo hire.
Yes.
I
We
would
love a good
kill.
Nepo hire.
Make me
We
a
love a good
singer.
Nepo hire.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Michael Jackson getting twerked on by Nicki Minaj as he pops out the stage.
As the
Perfect.
crowd goes crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Everyone
Yeah,
else just
man.
freezes in place. Like whatever madness is happening, everyone just like the freeze
Everyone just
challenge.
stops.
They just stop, and then
Because
Michael
Michael's just like-
Jackson standing there, and then he just grabs his crotch, and then
That's amazing. All of these
Yes,
performances are
yeah,
incredible,
no.
guys.
You just got
It's a beautiful. we created beautiful masterpieces here today. I don't like genuinely. I love all of these performances. I don't know if I could pick a
Dude,
winner.
yeah.
They're all good performances.
We got to do like post it on X,
Should I make a
formerly
poll?
known as Twitter.
you know,
Make
you
a
know
poll.
the thing about Cooper's. It reminds me of like a 7-on-7 basketball game or something.
Pretty elaborate, dude.
Because he
It's
just like
playing.
there's a lot going on. You just can't
It's playing
no space.
basketball on rollerblades on an ice rink. So you don't even get to wear ice skates on the ice rink. You have to wear rollerblades,
I was
and
gonna
then you got
say.
to play basketball.
I was gonna say your performance gives me little kid energy at like a Chuck E. Cheese when you get your soda cup and you just go get every single flavor.
Also, Elf when he's making his spaghetti.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
the morning?
exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. I'll figure out. We might have to all take videos and pitch people on our halftime shows, and then put like a
Get me a
Instagram
meeting
poll
with
up.
Jay-Z. Get me a lunch. I think he's in charge of picking the
Yeah, he
halftime
is.
joke.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's amazing.
Hey, Coop, I think that's too many people, bro. Go.
Oh my god, that's perfect. What a perfect way to
I'm
end
gonna
it.
go. I should have just taken the 500,000 instead of the lunch with you. You remember the
Beautiful.
place 2
Talking
years
about
ago?
Nick. Would
Yeah.
you rather have lunch with Jay-Z or $500,000?
I'd rather just take the 500,000 if he tells me no. The idea.
100%.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
god,
At
that's
that
so
point, I
funny.
could just go to Vegas and find like a lookalike for all these people and put on my own show.
That's true. You could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible podcast.
I
Incredible
could
shows.
pay him in
we
like
have.
jewel pods or something.
he's got a,
People on the strip.
he's got a
Like-
residency at the Tropicana,
Yeah.
wherever fucking
Guys, I
Donny
got some
Osmond's at.
Got some disposable cards from the gas station. Oh, sweet. I'll do it for free.
Holy shit.
He finds the best Michael Jackson imitator off the street.
Oh my god.
I'm like, hey, can you come to my thing? He's like, well, I got a shift. I'm the dishwasher at a Red Robin. I'm like, all right, well, this is going to be way bigger, pal. You're
Cooper,
going to do
your
the
performance.
1993 Michael Jackson moment.
Your entire
So
performance
Colin's
is
sick.
beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
Incredible
Dude, all
job by
yours was
us.
pretty good, man.
Putting together just these beautiful scenes of what could be from past Super Bowls. Next year we'll do this, but like with. Oh wait, I was gonna do this to close out. We were gonna do this as like a bigger podcast, but dream halftime show, headliner.
Oh,
If you want to throw in special guests, just who's your dream halftime show right now? Who hasn't done it? What would your dream halftime show look like right now, Jakey?
Like 5 years ago, it would have been Kanye West.
True.
Now he's like an
Now it's still
anti-Semite.
Kanye
so
West.
he just throws up a quick salute
Yeah, exactly.
on stage. Bianca comes
Yeah, it's
out
just
just
Bianca Sensori
butt-ass
just
naked.
I feel like, yeah, he'd spent his like halftime performance talking about how the Jews are out to get him and he's going to take over Hollywood. And then his wife's just going to like strip naked. And then
He just
he's
sets-
going to perform. He's going to perform Power, but he's going to do it with like no music, all that power.
He's gonna perform
really
Jesus is
awkwardly-
King.
He sets a bunch of Adidas apparel on fire.
And then he brings out like Little Pump in like the
Yeah.
water bottle costume from SNL. He's like, I'm performing my greatest song ever.
That'd be amazing. All right, Jakey.
Yeah.
Oh, a
since it's
serious,
not Kanye.
serious one. Dude, I don't. Cooper, go. I don't know.
Cooper, you got someone?
I gotta look at my Spotify.
You want me to
Well,
go?
Yeah, you go. You're prepared.
yeah, you
I
go.
could go.
'Cause
I
My
could
wing
favorite
it.
artist, I don't think he could perform live at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I could go. You got to think of someone who's like big enough. Okay, here's mine. 3 people, 3 headliners. Okay, we get the Holy Trinity: Sabrina Carpenter, Charlie XCX, and Chappell Roan. And we just get the 3 biggest girls in pop music, and we just say, "Go do your thing, girls. Just make it
figured
as sexual and explicit as possible. Make it as Brad as possible, Charlie. You know what to do, you know." Basically what we saw at the Grammys, but just on the bigger stage. So that's my pick right now. Those are the 3 biggest artists in the world right now, in my opinion. So, Cooper?
I just figured out who they were. I watched the Grammys and they all performed.
Yeah, I know you didn't know who any of them were.
Chappell Roan was actually a pretty good performance, not gonna lie.
Chappell Roan is
She's
incredible.
phenomenally talented.
Incredibly talented.
It was-
like,
I
she's my
didn't even know
she's
it was-
arguably my favorite artist right now. Genuinely. So
Big Pony Club.
She comes
Pony
out
Club,
with the white face, the porcelain doll,
Yeah.
makeup,
she does that
just
full.
scaring
Super Bowl show.
all of Middle America to death.
Yeah, but she does that
What is
right
this country
after,
coming to?
But she does that right after Sabrina Carpenter, like
Does the
Blowjobs
have
and
you ever tried
microphone.
this one?
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
she's just like dry humping the stage.
yes. Yeah, then Chappell Roan comes out. Cooper, you
That's
have
pretty
one?
good. Dude, I wanted to do. I guess I'm just gonna say Post Malone, but I think he'd do
Yeah.
awful, like really bad. I don't think he could perform live that well. So I'm gonna have him like come out with like Ed Sheeran, and then maybe like
Yeah.
Taylor Swift can save the day and come perform with him. And maybe
See, I
he'll just
thought
have
about-
like all the people off like F1 Trillion come perform
True.
like all of his like features.
See, I thought about Post and then just like pairing him with just like a bunch of country music artists and just being like, all right, Post, go be Post, and then we'll just have a bunch of country music guys just come in too. So I thought about that as an option.
Yeah.
Jakey, you have one yet?
Okay, I'm gonna throw out a couple.
Okay.
One past, one present. For the present, I think Ariana Grande has done enough
Yeah.
to get a halftime show.
Yeah.
I think she could do a good one too.
I agree.
She's very vocally talented. She's had a lot of funny music videos with good visuals. Not the best person, you know. She could have a little SpongeBob boyfriend come out as SpongeBob, sing his song or whatever,
Yeah.
and then Cynthia Evero could come out and
Yeah, they
perform
can do the Wicked. Yeah.
as Elfie.
Mm-hmm.
Past, I think they should have had Earth, Wind, and Fire do one at some point. I think that would have been legendary. I
That'd
love
been
Earth,
sick.
Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of hits too. I think they could have easily filled up the space.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
They should have done it after March of the Penguins came out, or not March of Penguins. What's the one where they do Boogie Wonderland?
March of the-
Happy Feet.
Happy Feet.
Yeah.
Oh.
They should have done it after Happy Feet came out. Boogie
Yeah, that
Wonderland
would've
was
been
huge. Every
That
little
is
kid
true.
knew Boogie Wonderland at that point.
That is true. Boogie Wonderland, fire. All right, that does it. That's our Super Bowl preview show. That's our entire Super Bowl preview show.
Yeah.
You guys don't get a full Super Bowl preview. Me and Barkwell, are we doing a Super Bowl recap show? Because Jakey's not watching. So are we doing one? If the Chiefs
I'll
win,
do
you
it.
won't do it. And then if the Eagles win, I won't do it. So no.
That was what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be a day after affair. Or 20,
Yeah, we'll do
I
it a
just
day after.
yeah.
like that movie, like the zombie movie, 28 Days Later. You just-
Yeah.
I'm gonna be too emotional either way, because if the Eagles win, I'm gonna be like a happy emotion, but it's gonna be like too much,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna be like just like ripping the Chiefs way too much, and it's gonna become really personal. And then if the Chiefs win, it's gonna become really personal, because I'm just gonna be like super like sad, not even
Yeah.
mad. I'm just gonna be like distraught, like sitting there just thinking about like what I need to do to become a full-time hockey fan if the Chiefs win. Because I can't just keep watching the NFL if that happens.
Yeah,
So.
that's true. We'll do it like a day after. We're not going to do it night of. We're not going to do it night of. So don't be expecting a podcast Monday morning. We'll do one Monday night for Tuesday. So
I don't know, if the Chiefs win, I could just like be like that one meme of like the kid with the glasses on, and he's like putting the hand up to the poster, like stun on these hoes, and I'm like have the Bo Nix poster, and I'm like reaching up to him. So
that'd be funny.
I could maybe do that.
That'd be good. All right, that does it for our Super Bowl preview show. It was our halftime draft. It was fun. We'll think of a new creative idea for the halftime draft next year. I don't know how many more ideas we can come up with, but we'll figure something out. Trust. Thank you, guys.
Simple commercials or.
Yeah, we can
Hopefully
do
it's not Mahomes next year, guys. So you guys actually get a Super Bowl.
Yeah, if the Chiefs were involved in the Super Bowl again, we might just end the podcast.
You guys would have got a good show if it was the Commanders and Bills. It would have been awesome.
Oh, yeah. We would have done like 4 podcasts about the Super Bowl. Real quick, breaking news, since this is an NFL podcast and we do talk about sports here, Josh Allen won MVP. I really thought they were going to give it to Lamar. So, congrats to Josh
I'm
Allen.
glad he did.
Good for him.
Great season.
My thing is,
like,
it shouldn't just be based off stats. Definitely Lamar had better stats overall, like everywhere, pretty much in every category. But Josh Allen, without Josh Allen, where do the Bills go?
True.
Do they make the playoffs? Probably not. He really carries that roster. So I think he really deserved it this year.
Yeah, he does. Congrats to Josh
Allen.
MVP.
They also blew out teams more often. I think he played
100%.
less snaps, threw the ball a little bit less.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Cooper said, I think he really carried that team. They were significantly less talented than the Ravens, in my opinion.
100%.
Me with the Ravens, you could throw in like Josh Johnson, like a veteran backup quarterback, and I think he could win them 10 games, and they could like fight for a playoff spot maybe.
I mean, we saw how good Tyler Huntley was in that offense after Lamar went down a couple years ago. So, yeah. I agree. Congrats, Josh Allen. Congrats for winning MVP, getting engaged to Haley Steinfeld. Did I say that wrong? Steinfeld or Steinfield?
Steinfeld.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Congrats to him. Incredible year. Yeah. Incredible man. He's got long hair now. Good for him. He's good looking and gets to Haley Steinfeld and wins MVP. So good for him. Not bitter. Thank you guys for coming on the podcast. The Every Sports Trifecta. Once again, back at it again. We'll see when we're all together again. I actually don't know when that'll be. I don't know how many other sports that we all talk about together besides football.
Dude, it's going to be
do April 1st, bro. Colorado Rockies opening day.
No. We'll talk.
If you're upset about the state of the NFL, I just can't imagine you being happy with the state of the Rockies. There's a massive
sign. Every time I go to Denver on the bus thing, there's just a sign that says April 1st, opening day, tickets now. And I'm just like, dude, no one's buying tickets.
Tickets, $20 right behind home plate.
The Rockies actually have a really good attendance record because they have extremely cheap beer and beautiful views. So people just go to hang out.
Yeah.
So you should check it out, Cooper. It's really fun to go to baseball games.
Yeah. Going to Rockies
highly
games
recommend
is a lot of fun.
I liked Rangers games in Dallas. So I don't remember going to Rockies games as a kid. Like I definitely think I went, but
Rockies games are cool. I like Rockies games.
They've just like always sucked besides like 2007 where we went to the World Series.
Yeah, they do. 100%.
Yeah.
But hey, we don't talk baseball on this podcast, so that's a good place to end it.
Every sport today.
Baseball. Except for baseball.
we are like Cam Newton, where we think the WNBA is going to overtake the MLB in 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that, by the way. But
we should probably start talking WNBA more.
Wait, real quick. Do you guys think an NFL MVP is more important or a Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl.
Cam Newton thinks an MVP is more important.
I know. Cam Newton's an idiot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. That'll do it for the podcast. Thank you guys for coming on. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.